Hi, this is Michael Bianconi from Southern Fire Guitars, and you know what? I don't think I've ever used my last name in a video. It is Italian, and if you're wondering, yes, I do like lasagna. This video is going to be a very basic beginner lesson on how to tune your cigar box guitar using one of these, a clip-on tuner. So let's go have some fun. Well, I've used a lot of tuners through the years, and I'm going to show you a few of these tuners from the past. Some of you may remember these. How about this one? The Master Key Chromatic Pitch Instrument. So what you would do, that's what it looks like. It has the little notes on both sides. It has the little notes and has a little hole where every note is. So if you wanted to tune your string or your instrument to E, you would just blow into that little tune and you would get the E note. Yeah, that was fun, tuning a guitar with that. Then they had the little pitch pipes. Now these had six little pipes for your 6-string guitar. You can see right here it says 6E, so that's your 6th string and your E note. And what you would do is you'd blow that and you tune your string to that pitch. Now what was fun is when you tune your guitar with this, you had to hold this thing in your mouth like so. So you could have both your hands free to do your tuning. Yeah, that was fun. And then they had these little tuners here. They still make these little things, by the way. And this one, you would take your cord from your guitar, if it's electric, and you would just plug it from your guitar into this little jack right here, turn it on, and you would tune according. It had a little needle in there, and you would tune your guitar with that. Now, thanks to technology, we have these very easy to use clip-on tuners, which clip to the end of your guitar neck onto your headstock, and it works by detecting the vibration of your strings to get the pitch. Now this one here happens to be a Fender clip-on tuner. If you're interested, I'll leave a link to this down in the description. But let me show you when you turn it on. It has different settings. When you turn it on, you'll see the little C down there. That's for chromatic scale. That's what you want it set to when you're tuning your cigar box guitar or anything to an open tuning. But if you click the little button here again, it goes to G. That's for tuning a regular 6-string guitar. Click again, you got B, there's banjo. There's V for violin, U for ukulele, and back to C for chromatic. So you want to make sure you're on the C when you're tuning to these open chords, because if you have this set to a regular guitar setting on here and trying to tune to an open chord, you may break some strings. There are many types of open tuning. There's open G, open C, open D, open F, open E. In this video, I will be using the open G tuning. And what that means is, on a 3-string cigar box guitar, the strings would be G, D, G. That's how it would be tuned to G, D, G. And when I strum all 3 strings, it would make the G chord. Now I have the little tuner. Let me turn it on. Make sure I'm on C for chromatic scale, and I am. And I'm going to hit the bottom string, or the fattest string. I'm going to slowly bring it, tighten it up. I can't really see this. I'm looking into the camera to see this. So there's D, there's E, there's F, a little more, F sharp, there's G. Now what you're trying to do is get that needle right in the middle, and it will turn green when it's right on the G note. It's hard to do this looking in the camera. A little bit more. Hey, there's G right there. Then you go to the D, next string, and then the last string, the smaller one, will be a G also, but it will be an octave above the low G. So it'll be a high G. It's already in tune there. And the next one was D, the middle one. And there's D right there. So there's your open G. Now for this little tuning lesson, I'm going to be using this 3-string cigar box guitar here. And it is on a 23-inch scale, which means it's 23 inches from the nut right up here to the bridge down here. It's 23 inches. Now let's say I buy a guitar or I have one and I don't know what the scale length is. Well, if you don't know what the scale length is, what you could do is you measure from the nut, or where the strings go over the nut, to the 12th fret. And in this case, I'm going to put the ruler right here where the strings go over the nut to the 12th fret. Now to give you a closer look, you can see where the ruler is, right where the strings are going over the nut, right here, this little screw. And if you go this way to the 12th fret, which is right here, it is 11.5 inches. Now if you double that, 11.5 times 2 is 23 inches. And that's where the bridge goes. Now you'll see it's back a little farther than 23, and I'll explain that in just a second. Now when I get finished building a cigar box guitar like this one here, I go ahead and I string it up. And in this case, this was on a 23-inch scale. I will set the bridge at exactly 23 inches from the nut. From here to here, exactly 23 inches. And then I will tune the guitar. Now if you're putting new strings on your guitar, after you have it strung up, I usually take the strings, each one, and I'll pull them like this. You can pull them pretty hard if you want, and kind of stretch the strings out a little bit before you tune it. Then I will take my clip-on tuner, turn it on, make sure it's set to C for chromatic, and I will clip it to the end of my headstock. And we're going to tune this guitar to an open G, so the bottom string is going to be tuned to G. So we're on F, we're going to go up to G. Right there. There's your G. Now this is tuned to an open G, so the strings are going to be G, D, and G. And you'll just tune your other two strings using the chromatic tuner. The middle one will be D, and then the top string will also be a G. Now that you have your guitar tuned to an open G, now you want to make sure that the intonation is set correctly. Now what that means is that the guitar will be in tune all the way up the neck. And the way I do that is I will test the bottom string open. We're on G, and we're going to push the 12th fret. And you're on a G there as well. Open, 12th fret. And that one's set. Now the reason why my bridge is a little cockeyed like that back here is when I set the intonation on this guitar, making sure each string is in tune in the open position and at the 12th fret, I had to pull this back and adjust this a little bit to get them both to be in tune. So that's why it's a little crooked back here, but the guitar is fully intonated and in perfect tune. Now to check to make sure it sounds in tune all the way up the neck, I'll play this little chord where I'll put my index finger on the 12th fret, my middle finger on the 13th fret, 2nd string, and my pinky on the 15th fret, last string. Just like that. And I'll just play the chord. And I'll slide that around a little bit. And go down 2 frets. Go down here. Down here. It's in tune. Now when you got your guitar all tuned up and sounding good, I recommend that you play it for about 2 hours. If you're new to cigar box guitars, I hope this video helped you with your tuning. There's nothing worse than trying to play a guitar that's out of tune, except a overcooked cheeseburger. Ew. If you're not a subscriber, may I interest you in subscribing? It's free, costs little to nothing. Well, nothing. Zero. Zilch. No money down. And please give this video a thumbs up and check out the link below for some cool cigar box guitar t-shirts. From the backwoods, my name's Michael, and I'll see you in the next one.